Hello everybody, welcome back. I am the Chornick, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about the X and Y gang and the future for each and every single one of them. So it's been a while since I did a discussion for the X and Y series, so ladies and gentlemen, I thought now was the time, and I think this is the perfect discussion to go through in order to get back into it. And so basically we're gonna describe what we have so far, and we're gonna predict about how these characters' lives will journey on into the future. So we're going to tackle Bonnie first, then Clemont, then Serena, and then finally Ash, and then we'll have basically a discussion about each and what we've seen so far and what we expect from them in the future and what their future might hold for them. So first off, we're going to start with Bonnie. Now for Bonnie, we don't have a clear goal from her yet. She's kind of that filler character that has been receiving a lot of filler episodes. Her episodes don't really matter as much, mainly because it's not developing her character further in any kind of way. It just shows the person that she is. It just kind of brings out her development in terms of like her character and personality. It just kind of showcases it in the episode. It doesn't really, should I say, it doesn't really build it. Perhaps it just repeatedly shows her character to us, and I think she should get more episodes that aren't very like filler. Maybe she, gets more character development in future episodes. Perhaps she grows a little bit, maybe learns a little bit more about what she wants to do with her life, what her goal is, episodes like that. But for now, like, she's just kind of that side character, while Ash and Serena pretty much are like the main characters for the series, while Clemont and Bonnie are kind of like, that sideshow. Clemont, though, does have a goal, and he's even more not really a filler character than what Bonnie is. And Bonnie, so far, we know that she has Dedenne, but technically that is Clemont's. But once she's old enough, I think she's going to own that Dedenne. I think that's pretty obvious that Clemont's just going to give her the Dedenne. But from my vision, I think she's going to be some fairy type trainer. Perhaps she's going to replace Clemont's position as the gym leader maybe one day. Maybe she could become a fairy type gym leader. But this is pretty much all we've seen from her so far. I mean, she's modeled along with Serena. She's kind of taking, a little bit and a little bit from each person, from each member. Clemont, a little bit from Clemont, a little bit from Serena, a little bit from Ash. And she's kind of taken all that in. So she looks like she's part of everybody, and like it's kind of really hard to decide where she's gonna go into the future. And I don't see her traveling along with Ash in the next region as much, because if Clemont's going to leave at the end of the season, I mean, these two characters, Bonnie and Clemont, I mean, they're brother and sister. They're pretty much two peas in a pod. They can't be separated. And I think that she's gonna have to journey back with Clemont at the end of the series. But we did have that little time where Clemont left to go train before battling with Ash, but that was a very short time period, and I think it was okay to do that. But I don't think that they're gonna have Bonnie and Clemont separated anymore. They're probably gonna have them go back together, back to Lumiose City. And so I think if Clemont leaves, Bonnie's going to leave. And if Bonnie leaves, I think Clemont's going to leave, because Clemont has to take care of his gym. And that's what we're going to go into next. So with Bonnie, nothing's really solid yet, but that's all we kind of really know for Bonnie. Now, for Clemont, he actually has a confirmed obvious goal. He is a gym leader. He wants to become a better gym leader. That is why he journeyed with Ash. At the beginning of the series, he told his father that he wanted to journey along with Ash to become a better trainer himself, to go along this journey and to train and gain experience and return to the gym and to become a better, stronger gym leader. And we really seen that throughout his journey with Ash, and even leading up to their gym battle, he was mopping the floor with other trainers before Ash finally got there and Ash defeated him. But he held his ground well with his Luxray and wiped out two of Ash's Pokemon before being defeated by Ash's final and third Pokemon, Gudra obviously. But Clemont has shown that he's improved a lot. But now, after the gym battle, his showcase kind of died. He he isn't really that much important anymore in the series. I mean, that was his moment, was the 6th gym battle. Not 6th gym battle, the 5th gym battle, sorry. And so, what now for Clemont? What now? And we don't really know that for sure, but I'm hoping that they do give him some more episodes, perhaps showing him developing even further, something that we could leave him and be satisfied with how much they've showcased him and how much episodes they've given him and how much love they've given it. I just want him to get a little bit more love before the end of the series. Perhaps have an episode where Ash and Clemont have a double battle with someone else and Ash loses all of his Pokemon, but Clemont pulls through and wins or something, and so then Ash realizes that he can still learn stuff from Clemont. Something like that. Perhaps we could have more episodes about Clemont's inventions, and Clemont's pretty much set, because Clemont is not only a gym leader, but he also makes a lot of great inventions that sometimes actually work and work well and help cities and power plants and all that stuff. He is like this genius, great freaking kid. I mean, he's a 10-year-old, and he does all this stuff, and he's pretty much set for life, though, in my opinion. I mean, with all these inventions, he could become pretty rich and become a gym leader. That's his profession. He looks like he's set. It looks like he doesn't really need much else development, because he actually made his goal. I mean, pretty much. He just wants to become stronger and perhaps do a little less of, you know, of failing inventions. But I hope we do see more episodes for him. Also, as we saw in the beginning of the series, he even told his father that after the Pokemon League he will return. So that's pretty much obvious that he is not going to continue with Ash after the Pokemon League, unless there's some like mini series like Black and White had. I doubt it, and I think he's going to return to the gym because, again, the robot can't be the gym leader forever, and so Clemont will have to return to the gym, probably along with Bonnie. And then that's where we're going to leave them off there. But anyway, I hope they give a lot more for Clemont. Clemont has 6 Pokemon, by the way, you know, excluding Dedenne, because that's technically Bonnie's. But, you know, so I don't think he's going to capture any more Pokemon. Perhaps he could evolve his Bunnelby. Who knows? But that's all I'm going to leave off for Clemont there. That's all we know, and what I predict so far is perhaps maybe we could have that stuff. But anyway, let's move on to the 3rd character. Now we're going to move on to Serena. Now for Serena, we do have a confirmed goal. You know, she wants to become Pokemon performer. She wants to become Kalos Queen. That is the ultimate goal of all Pokemon performers, is that they want to reach Kalos Queen status. However, she eventually has to fight Ariana. I believe that's her name. Sorry if I mispronounce it, or that's not even close to it. But Ariana, I think, holds the title of Kalos Queen at the moment, and Serena has to eventually battle Arena for that title. So that eventually has to happen. Right now, she's still kind of a beginner. She won a Tri-Pokelon, so she's not in the beginner's class anymore. She's a little bit more advanced. Still kind of an amateur Pokemon performer, though. And her goal is progressing really slowly, though. Really slowly. And some people are saying, oh, hey, we should, you know, she should probably lose one more, or the next one, or whatever. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you even know how slow her character development and her goal progression is going? Like, it took her like 60 episodes just to reach the first Tri-Pokelon, and for her to actually find what she wants to do. It took her forever to reach that, and now we only have like 40 more episodes until the Pokemon League. Do you really think we could afford one more, you know, loss from Serena in a Tri-Pokemon? No. She has to win the rest of her Tri-Pokelons from here on out, in my opinion. I think that's how it's going to work. She's going to win the next one, the next one, the next one. And then I think, for my prediction, my theory, she's going to lose some battle against Ariana for the Kalos Queen title. And that's what I think is going to happen. And then because of that, she's going to journey along with Ash in the next region. I think out of all these characters, Serena has the most chance in journeying along with Ash into the next region, or into another side series like we had in Black and White, or after, you know, the Johto League, I believe it was, with Orange Islands, you know, like you know, those islands kind of thing, you know, like, anyway, side story. But anyway, back to Serena. we have to have her win the rest of her Tripokalons. I mean, she's going so slow. Her goal is going so slow. It's not like Ash's where the series is going as fast as Ash is getting gym battles. You know, as fast as he's getting those badges. And so unless we're gonna have Ash get to a gym every like 30 episodes, we're not gonna have Serena, you know, lose any more Tripokalons, because she needs to get further and further. And so we can't just leave the series with her only winning like 2. You know what I'm saying? And like her not even, we don't even see her get to the Kalos Queen status. Like we don't even see her even remotely there. So that's why we have to speed along the series a little bit more. Either she has more Tripokalons, a lot more rapid pace, or that we see her in another series, or that she wins every single Tripokalon. That's my prediction. She's gonna carry on. Thing is, also she's battling for Kalos Queen, so does that mean she has to stay in Kalos? Technically, I would think so, but yet again, that means Ash would also kind of have to stay in Kalos. I don't know, unless they're gonna have some side series where they show Serena still fighting for that title. I don't really know, but I think she's gonna continue to journey along with Ash, probably in a side series, more than likely than perhaps another whole series, another whole region in general. Now let's talk about her Pokemon. Yeah, let's talk about her Pokemon now. Now, she has 2 Pokemon currently, but it's kind of confirmed that she's getting an Eevee. And so far, all of my predictions for the Pokemon she's capturing have been true so far. I knew that she would get a Pancham, and I knew that she would get an Eevee. And so far, and obviously we knew that she had a Fennekin. So far, I'm pretty good on that. Now, you guys could go check out my video about the predictions I had about, you know, what Pokemon she would capture. I made that video a long time ago, and so far, it's thumbs up. It is working. It is all good predictions. Same with Ash. All of my predictions for Ash have been true as well. But anyway, guys, let's talk about her Pokemon now. The thing is, she could have up to 6 Pokemon in a Tripokalon thing. So, in a performance. So, perhaps she could get 6 Pokemon. However, again, she's growing really slow. A little too slow, like I said. And she's growing so slow. And, like, she needs a lot more episodes. Even though we had so many episodes of her, it's progressing her so slowly. And I can't believe that the fact that we had so many episodes dedicated to Serena, and the fact that her goal is moving so slowly still. Like, sure, it picked up a little bit, but like, barely. I mean, like, she's getting an episode every major goal episode, like every 20 episodes. So it's still growing so slowly. I don't know if she's going to catch any more Pokemon after Eevee, though I made those predictions earlier on. Perhaps she could catch, you know, those other Pokemon later down the road, perhaps in the side series, like I said, or the series after the Pokemon League. But, so that's all I have for her Pokemon. Now, she has those 3 Pokemon. Who knows if she's going to capture any more. Again, her character is growing really, really slowly. And so pretty much, guys, if you agree that she should move on to the next series, you should probably also agree that she should lose her battle with Ariana in order to be like, hey, I'm going to go train with Ash, and I come back and I show you how powerful and how amazing Pokemon performer I am by the time I get back. And then we have an episode where she defeats Ariana and takes the title of Kalos Queen. I think that's how it should work out, and I think that's how you guys think it should work out as well. I think that's how it should be, okay? Listen, alright, that's how it should be. So anyway, guys, now let's move on to our final character, the one and only main character, Ash Ketchum. Now, for Ash, I have to say, his character has grown tremendously over the seasons and the series, and I think these are his glory days right here. I think this is the perfect season for him to win the Pokemon League. Why? Is because it just shows so many signs of him that he has truly become more powerful than ever. This series, he has been shown to be so much more mature, so much more serious and dedicated to winning than ever before. And he's been very impressive, and he hasn't lost a single battle except for the first gym leader, and he hasn't lost any battle since then. So ladies and gentlemen, I really do truly believe that he will get far in the Pokemon League. So he has to get at least farther than the Final Four. He has to show that he's farther than he's ever been before. You know, like, because his character truly shows that. And compared to other seasons where the other protagonists were coaching and training him and, you know, looking, kind of trying to bring him up, he's bringing, in this series, he's the one training and, you know, giving support to the other main protagonist. They all look up to him in this series. He is like the mature, awesome, amazing trainer that they all came to follow and adore. So this series, I think Ash truly deserves to actually win the Pokemon League. I think he truly needs it this time. And even after he wins the Pokemon League, they could still have a series with him fighting the Elite Four and the Champions League and all of that. So I think they could still have a whole other series of him, because they're a whole new level. They're a whole different level of, and I think Ash has finally reached that. And with Pokemon Ash has right now in the X and Y series, he has, you know, Pikachu, he has Fletchinder, which is pretty much going to be a Talonflame. He has, you know, Frogadier, that could be a Greninja. He has a Hawlucha. He has a Noibat that could possibly become a Noivern, another Dragon-type Pokemon. Ash has caught and trained all the way up and evolved all the way a Goodra, his first ever Cyto legendary Pokemon. Like, Ash is becoming really powerful in this series, and he's been shown to, like, really dominate every single battle. He hasn't lost one since the first gym, and I don't think, based on how well he's training, I don't think he's going to lose any more gym battles, honestly. And he's swept the Pokemon League. I mean, he doesn't really have a, like, designated rival. He doesn't have, like, one specific confirmed rival. I mean, maybe Tierno, maybe, but I honestly think he's gonna sweep the Pokemon League, like Pi. Like, just the way how impressive and awesome he's looked this whole series. And I think they honestly need to give it to him. I mean, the way the writers wrote it, I think this is his series right here. He has to win, and if not this series, then what? You know what I'm saying? So they have to really prove in the next series, like, show him even better, and I don't know how they're gonna do that, but because of how, like, on top he's been this series. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I think if it's gonna be any series so far, it is this series. He gotta win the Pokemon League. Bring back Pokemon from previous generations. It's the 20th anniversary of Pokemon coming up. Have him win the Pokemon League. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for that to happen. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I love you all. Please post in the comment section below your theories about each one of these protagonist characters and how they're going to turn out in the future. What's going to happen to them? How are their goals going to be reached? What's Bonnie's goal? Is Clemont going to get any more, episodes for himself? Any more character development? What about Serena? Will they speed up her pace? Will she move on with Ash in the next series? Will it have anything to do with the more shipping? I don't know. But will it have something to do with her goals? Will it have something to do with losing to Arana, whatever her name is? And will Ash win the Pokemon League? Post all your theories and predictions in the comment section below. I love you all. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace out!